everybody, we are back. I hope you are all excited as I am for the next run for Monster Party by Base Guy. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it on right over to you. Good luck and have fun.
Alright, thank you. So, I'm going to be playing Monster Party for the NES. It's kind of a quirky game. There's a lot of Japanese humor in this. So you can kind of get a little idea of what monsters I may be fighting. They're sort of floating in the background behind the start and continue menu. So, I guess... And I'll show off some tricks. It's a pretty straightforward run. It's mostly execution based, so... But anyway, I guess I'll count you down. Let's see. So it begins when I get control of the character. So, 3, 2, 1, and go. Alright, so I'm jumping on those blocks and sort of stepping off of them. Sort of lurch forward a couple pixels. So this one's a nod to the Little Shop of Horrors. That monster. Okay, let me pick that up. Just like got bopped a couple of times by that first boss. Okay, so let me pick up some more health. Okay, so that's just a spider. He's dead, so just more of the weird humor in the game. So he's dead. You just have to wait the timer out. Okay, so take care of this guy, and then the background changes right here. Alright, so here's some more sort of screen manipulation. So I step off of those blocks, step off of these blocks, so I'm lurched forward some more pixels, go through the door. And here's sort of pumpkin head, kind of like... It's kind of a nod to the Headless Horseman, I guess. Alright, and so those question marks I'm picking up from some of the enemies and bosses are all RNG, so they can either be a pill, which will turn you into the gargoyle character Bert, or health or points, and sometimes they aren't anything. So, alright, so that's the end of the first round, so they refill your life. So in this game, you're taken to this monster world by Bert, who sort of catches Mark, the protagonist. So it's Medusa, and as he's coming home from practice, baseball practice, and when you pick up a pill, you actually... So after he merges with you in the beginning of the game, you can pick up a pill to transform into Bert the Gargoyle. So yeah, really weird humor. And so this is the infamous fried food boss. So it's a 3-parter boss. So you just have to sort of follow him around and hit them with a bat. And as you notice, I'm just holding the bat out, so when Mark's bat is touching the enemy hitbox, it does damage after so many frames. Alright, good. So this is going well, so I'm getting all this health. Duck this. And so you're noticing I'm going through these pipes. They sort of act like warps to other parts of the stage, so I don't have to go through the entire dungeon. Alright, so here's the haunted well. So I'm trying to get hit this guy with a certain rhythm so I don't get hit with so many plates. So you can kind of do these jump cancels. Okay, so... And then I've got... So hey, that dripping acid to try to hit, sort of get it on a different cycle so it didn't hit me. And I'm just tanking damage to sort of get some iframes going, so I can just sort of rush through this into the stage. Alright, so it's into round 2, which is the dungeon. Alright, so this is the cave. So as long as I keep running, those stalagmites aren't going to hit me. If I was Bert, he walks slower and he'd get hit. Alright, so shoot. This guy drops a Bert pill, so I transform into Bert the Gargoyle. And these guys just give health, but I'm just doing it for insurance. Okay. So one thing I like about this game is all these large sprites. All these large boss sprites, hopefully. And you take a lot of damage. I think it's like you take 2 HP damage every time the boss body you. Alright, so this is another manipulation for those stalagmites. So, alright, so here's the mummy. So, I was hoping I would get better RNG and he'd stay on that other side. So, well, this game's being really generous. Usually it does not give this much health. Oh, it gave me a Bert pill. So since that question mark was a Bert pill, I didn't transform it because the transformation actually loses you some frames in time. So you kind of want to, and if you get another pill while transformed, it extends your time as Bert. So that was another Bert pill. Alright, here is the spider boss. So after a while, Bert becomes kind of overpowered. I think after this stage or the next, you get, I think it's after the next stage you get a double shot, and then he becomes a lot more powerful. Alright, so that's round 3. So I'm just gonna fly over all these enemies until Bert's power runs out, and I transform back into Mark. Just a couple of jump cancels. Okay, I'm just gonna kill this guy for some health. I'm not used to having this much health during a run, but that is definitely not a bad thing. Okay, this samurai boss is just, he says, I'm a slowpoke, and you can tell he's moving incredibly slow from side to side. And you have to get in his hitbox, and so you have to tank a lot of damage.
Mind if I cut in real quick?
Oh, sure.
Alright, huge shout out to Laxus for that $2.16 donate saying, I tried donating the 216 million. I hope it works. You know what, Laxus? Everything close enough. Thank you so much.
Alright, here's a cat in a box, and now he's gone. I'll have to try the Japanese version. I haven't tried that one. Alright, so just okay, so I'm gonna skip these 2, and this will despawn an enemy. There'd usually be a scorpion here, but that by not killing either one of those guys, it despawns it. Okay, so that was a Bert pill. These enemies just drop question marks, but sometimes you get lucky, like there, and you get health. Okay, so here's the punk rocker. I guess that's his guitar and his amp on the right over there. Okay. Alright, so this guy will drop another Burt pill, so I'll stay Burt, because otherwise if you're Mark you have to traverse across all those stone platforms up there. Alright, so that's the end of stage 4, or round 4. Okay, so this is the Dark World Lake. So you have the bass with the shark fins, and then the the hydras. 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. All right. So this is a nod to Michael Jackson or Thriller. So you just have to watch there are a couple of stages where all you do is, or a couple of boss fights, all you do is watch a dance or wait out the timer. So this is another one. So they just do their dance, and you just wait until the door opens. Alright, so they're dead. Okay, so this is the sort of a Mayan statue, I guess. So he just throws spears at you. Okay, good. I did not so occasionally you'll transform into Burt there, which is bad because then you'll again have to deal with the transformation animation. So this is just basic platforming to the end. Just have to avoid some enemies. And if anybody's played Zelda 2, that people have called that the Derpy Barba. Kind of looks like the Hydra Barba, or the Dragon Barba from Zelda 2. So shoutouts to Cheeseball81. It's her mascot. Alright, so this is the Dark World haunted house. So it's basically just a maze. I just memorized the all the path. Alright, so that was a Burt pill, of course. So you have these poltergeists and those, I guess, the furniture that possess the furniture. Okay, take a couple of boosts. Go. The boss is usually the same every time on it. He's always in that bottom right corner. Let me see if I get lucky. Oops, not that one. I'm thinking of... Yeah, I'm gonna transform. I did the wrong door. So occasionally get lucky, and that question mark's a Burt pill. Okay, so this guy's always a Burt pill. Always drops a Burt pill. So that saves me on farming in the next stage. So I can just run to the first boss. Alright. So this is the tower. So I have to go to this. So I have to go to the bosses on levels 3 and 13, and then the exit's on 16. So I'll just pick up another pill from this ghost. Yeah, I don't know why it's programmed that way. I don't know why they reset the music every time. Every time you go through a screen. Okay, so I need to go to 12 to get another Burt pill. To extend my time as Burt. From this elephant man. Okay, so... And in this stage, you only want... There are 3 bosses, but you only want to kill 2 of the 3. Or you have to... or you'll have to take a game over and then start over again. Because you'll lose the key if you kill all the bosses. So... The optional boss is, you can either kill the spider or or any combination of those 3, but there's also the Grim Reaper, but he's a little harder to kill. Okay, so this is the final stage, so I'm probably gonna transform then. So that's the dragons. So each enemy from now on takes about 7 hits from this double shot. This game is not anywhere near as hard as Ghosts and Goblins. Or Trolley. Okay. Okay, so just sort of make my way to the right. So basically after every Burt pill from now on, I have to go through and kill a boss afterwards. I know to go to the next boss, because then... Okay, so I'm just hugging the top, so in case there's witches, just to avoid damage from those witches that are dropping this. Oh, I don't know what that is. Magic dust. Okay, so that should be another pill. Okay. Then after this witch, I'll drop and run to the end. Okay, so this is the final boss. Okay, so I have to hit that nose 7 times when it opens. Okay, so usually it's ideal to kill this in like 2 cycles. Alright, come on, you. It's all RNG though. Okay, that's time. So they separated and Mark destroyed the monsters. So Burt gave him a gift. But the gift turned out to be basically... Let's see. So Princess came out, thanks to the GGs and all. The princess became a monster, so he basically gave you Pandora's box.
Oh, GG.
Oh, thanks. So it was all a dream. So let's see. Was it real or was it just a dream? So it's very sort of definitely a horror movie ending. But that's Monster Party.
That was awesome.
Oh, thanks.
Alright. We are going to be coming up to Mega Man X5, but before we go, is there anything you would like to say? Any shout-outs, and where can we find you?
Oh, sure. Well, thanks, Carter, and for having me, and Ahmad for inviting me to this, and running the restream. Let's see. I guess shoutouts to Burst Error and I think John Carls who run the Monster Party SRC, the speedruns.com board, and let's see. And if anybody wants to run this, they're definitely people to hit up. But thanks again for having me.
Yeah, no, thank you for doing the run. It was super cool. All right, everybody. So we're going to take a quick intermission, and we're going to be back here in just a moment with Mega Man X5 with FFC Omega. So you know what? Make sure that you stand up, stretch a little bit, get a drink of water, and we're going to be right back.